Have you ever felt like your life is stuck in a loop with no real change or growth? 2026 is just around the corner, and it's the perfect time to reinvent yourself. Become a stronger, more resilient version of who you are. But are you ready to face the challenges and make real changes? In this video, I'm going to share 7 powerful Stoic life lessons that can completely transform your mindset and help you become unbreakable. Stoicism isn't just an ancient philosophy. It's a practical guide for modern life that helps you tackle obstacles with strength and clarity. These lessons will teach you how to control your emotions, embrace discomfort, focus on what you can control, and live according to your values. If you're ready to stop waiting for change and start creating it, these Stoic principles will help you turn 2026 into a year of real transformation. Let's dive in and unlock the power within you. Part 1. Embrace discomfort. Accept pain as growth. In today's world, it's easy to get caught in the pursuit of comfort. We want to avoid pain, stress, and discomfort at all costs. Yet, have you ever stopped to think about how this constant chase for comfort might be holding you back? The reality is, the more we avoid discomfort, the more we miss out on the growth that comes from facing life's challenges head-on. This is where Stoicism offers a powerful lesson. Embrace discomfort as a friend, not an enemy. Stoics believe that growth and strength come not from avoiding difficulty, but by facing it directly. In fact, Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, often wrote about how life's challenges should be seen as opportunities to train our minds and bodies. He saw every obstacle as a chance to grow stronger, both mentally and emotionally. In modern life, discomfort can come in many forms. It could be waking up earlier than you'd like to work on your goals, or it could be pushing through a workout when your body wants to quit. It might even be dealing with a difficult conversation or an uncomfortable truth about yourself. But here's the thing. Every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to become better. Every time you push through discomfort, you become more resilient, more capable, and more prepared for whatever life throws your way. Think about a time when you faced a difficult situation and come out stronger on the other side. Maybe it was a time when you thought you couldn't go on, but you did anyway. That's the power of discomfort. It reveals strength within you that you didn't even know you had. But if you constantly avoid discomfort, you'll never discover this hidden strength. The Stoics weren't just about enduring hardship, they actively sought it out. They understood that suffering and discomfort are part of life, but they also saw them as pathways to wisdom, virtue, and inner peace. The more you resist discomfort, the more it resists you. But when you accept it, when you stop fighting against it, you begin to harness its power. This doesn't mean you should go looking for pain or suffering, but when discomfort does come your way, don't shy away from it. Instead, lean into it, embrace it, and see what it has to teach you. The more you face discomfort with courage, the more you train your mind to become unbreakable. So, the next time life throws a challenge your way, don't ask, "Why me?" Instead, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? How can this help me grow stronger?" You may not be able to control the challenges you face, but you can control how you respond to them. And when you choose to embrace discomfort, you choose to grow. Challenge for today. Choose one small discomfort to face today. Whether it's something as simple as taking a cold shower or tackling a difficult task at work, embrace it. Let discomfort be your training ground and watch how it strengthens your mind and spirit. Stoic affirmation. Discomfort is my training ground. Part 2. Master your emotions. Be the master, not the puppet. In today's world, emotions can often feel like an uncontrollable force. From the smallest irritation to the deepest despair, our feelings can take the wheel, driving our actions and decisions. But what if I told you that you don't have to be a puppet to your emotions? What if you could be the one pulling the strings, choosing how to respond, no matter what life throws at you? This is where Stoicism truly shines. The Stoics didn't deny emotions, nor did they suggest that we should suppress them. Instead, they taught us to master them, to control our responses, and to rise above the impulses that often control us. Emotions are a natural part of being human, but how we react to them is entirely in our hands. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple yet powerful statement holds the key to emotional mastery. The Stoics understood that life will always present us with challenges. People will hurt us, situations will frustrate us, and events will not go as planned. But our power lies in how we respond to these events, not the events themselves. When we react impulsively, we give up our power. We allow anger, fear, or sadness to dictate our actions, often leading to regret and frustration. But when we take a step back, pause, and observe our emotions, we gain control. Instead of being driven by knee-jerk reactions, we can choose the most constructive response, one that aligns with our values and goals. Think about it. How often have you reacted to a situation in anger, only to regret it later? Maybe someone cut you off in traffic, or a colleague took credit for your work, and without thinking, you reacted, lashing out in frustration. But what if, instead of reacting, you paused for just a moment? What if you took a deep breath and allowed yourself to observe the situation without judgment, without the impulse to react? The pause is powerful. When you take that brief moment to stop and breathe, you create space between the emotion and the action. In that space, you have the power to decide how to respond, rather than letting the emotion dictate your actions. The Stoics practiced a technique called the 3 B's: pause, breathe, and question. The next time you feel yourself becoming overwhelmed by emotion, try this. Pause. Stop what you're doing. Take a step back mentally and physically. Breathe. Take a few deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and focus on calming your mind. Question. Ask yourself, what is the best response here? What can I learn from this situation? How can I act in alignment with my values? By mastering your emotions, you not only avoid acting impulsively, but you also start to cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace. You begin to recognize that you are not your emotions. They are simply signals, not commands. You are the master of your emotional state, and by practicing emotional control, you regain your power over your life. So, the next time you feel your emotions rising, remember, you don't have to be a puppet. You are the master of your response. The more you practice emotional mastery, the more unshakable you become. Stoic affirmation. Real growth begins when you stop being a puppet and start being the master. Part 3. Stop expecting fairness. Embrace reality as it is. In a world that constantly tells us to fight for fairness and equality, it's hard not to feel frustrated when things don't go as we expect. We are taught to believe that if we work hard enough, things should be fair, that life should give us what we deserve. But what if I told you that expecting fairness is the very thing that keeps you trapped in disappointment and frustration? The Stoics knew better. They understood that life is not always fair, and to expect fairness is to set yourself up for suffering. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, wrote about how injustice was a part of life. He accepted that people would treat him unfairly, that things wouldn't always go his way. And instead of fighting against it, he chose to embrace reality for what it was. Stoicism teaches us that true peace comes from accepting things as they are, not as we wish them to be. Life will always throw challenges our way. People will wrong us. Things will happen that seem unjust. and the world will rarely meet our expectations. But in that moment, you have a choice: to resist and complain about the unfairness, or to accept it and choose to act with grace and strength. Think about the times in your life when you've been treated unfairly. Maybe someone took credit for your work, or you were overlooked for a promotion you deserved. How did you feel? Angry? Betrayed? The truth is, those feelings are natural, but they also keep you stuck in the past. When you hold on to the belief that life should be fair, you give away your power. What if, instead of railing against the unfairness, you embraced it as an opportunity to strengthen your character? What if you saw it as a test of your resolve, an opportunity to practice virtues like patience, resilience, and wisdom? The Stoics would remind you, you cannot control the actions of others, but you can control how you respond. Rather than focusing on the injustice, focus on your own reaction. Choose to act with integrity even when others do not. By doing so, you build your inner strength and refuse to be swayed by external circumstances. Challenge for today. The next time you encounter unfairness, whether it's at work, in your personal life, or in the world around you, pause and ask yourself, how can I respond with strength and grace? Instead of focusing on what's wrong, focus on what you can do right. Let go of the need for fairness and embrace reality as it is. Stoic affirmation. I accept what I cannot control, and I choose how to respond with dignity and strength. Part 4. Focus on what you can control. Let go of what you can't. How often do you find yourself worrying about things that are completely out of your control? It's easy to get caught up in thoughts about the future, the actions of others, or circumstances that we simply can't change. Yet the more energy we invest in these uncontrollable factors, the more we drain our mental and emotional reserves. We become overwhelmed, stressed, and unable to make progress. But what if you could free yourself from this cycle? What if you could focus only on what's within your control and let go of the rest? This is the core lesson of Stoicism. The Stoics believed that the key to inner peace lies in distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, taught that we should focus solely on our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and let go of everything outside of that. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Think about it. How much time do you waste worrying about the future or obsessing over someone else's behavior? The truth is, you can't control other people's actions or the outcome of every situation, but you can control your response. By shifting your focus to your own actions and reactions, you take back your power. When you focus on what you can control, you regain a sense of agency. You stop feeling like a victim of circumstance and start realizing that the one thing you can always rely on is your ability to respond with intention. This shift in focus is liberating. Instead of wasting energy on things you can't change, you begin to channel your efforts into what you can do right now, in this moment. Let's take an example from everyday life. Think about a situation where things didn't go your way. Maybe you were passed over for a promotion, or someone didn't follow through on a promise. If you focus on how unfair that is, you'll be stuck in frustration. But if you focus on how you can act in response, whether it's improving your skills, learning from the experience, or shifting your perspective, you regain control. The Stoic practice of controlling what's in your power leads to profound inner strength. It brings clarity and reduces anxiety because you stop carrying the burden of things you cannot change. You realize that peace doesn't come from controlling the world around you. It comes from mastering yourself. Challenge for today. Take a moment to identify something you've been worrying about that's out of your control. Write down 3 things you can do today that are within your control to move forward. This shift in focus will help you reclaim your power and move with purpose.
Stoic affirmation. I focus on what I can control, and I let go of the rest.
Part 5. Cultivate resilience. Build strength from adversity. In a world that constantly pushes us to seek comfort and avoid hardship, it's easy to forget that true strength doesn't come from easy victories or smooth paths. Instead, true resilience is forged in the fires of adversity, when we face challenges head-on and choose to keep moving forward even when the road is tough. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. They didn't shy away from difficulty. They welcomed it as a means of growth. They believed that life's greatest lessons come from the most difficult moments when we are tested to our limits. In fact, Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor who faced wars, betrayal, and personal loss, often wrote about how hardship was not an obstacle to be avoided, but a tool to build resilience and inner strength. He said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Think about the toughest moments of your life. What were the things that challenged you the most? Maybe it was a failure at work, a personal loss, or a difficult relationship. At the time, those challenges may have felt insurmountable. But in hindsight, those are the very moments that shaped you into who you are today. They pushed you beyond your comfort zone, and in doing so, they revealed a strength within you that you never knew existed. Adversity is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. When you face difficulties with a Stoic mindset, you see them not as setbacks, but as opportunities for growth. Every challenge you encounter is an opportunity to build your resilience, to strengthen your mental and emotional muscles. When you choose to rise above adversity, you develop a sense of inner fortitude that no external circumstance can shake. The key to resilience is how you respond to adversity. It's easy to give up when things get tough, but the Stoics teach us that it's in those moments that our true character is revealed. When we push through the pain, we develop strength that stays with us long after the challenge has passed. Resilience isn't about avoiding struggle. It's about facing it with courage and the determination to learn from it. The Stoics believed that hardship was a form of training that builds endurance, patience, and wisdom. Challenge for today. Think of a challenge you're currently facing. Instead of wishing it away, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow stronger through this experience? Embrace it as an opportunity to develop your resilience and build a stronger version of yourself. Stoic affirmation. Every challenge I face is an opportunity to build my resilience and grow stronger. Part 6. Live according to your values. Be true to yourself. In a world that constantly tells us to chase success, approval, and external validation, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. We are often tempted to conform to societal expectations, to please others, or to live in a way that doesn't align with our deepest values. But what if the key to true fulfillment and inner peace lies in living authentically according to your own values, not the expectations of others? The Stoics were masters of living in accordance with their principles. They believed that true happiness comes not from external circumstances, but from within, from living a life of virtue, integrity, and purpose. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal writings, often reflected on the importance of acting with honor and integrity, regardless of what others thought. He wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." The Stoics understood that when you live in alignment with your values, you are invincible. External approval may come and go, but your inner strength, grounded in your values, remains steadfast. The opinions of others, the judgments, the expectations, they no longer have the power to sway you because you are anchored in something much deeper. Think about a time when you acted in a way that was true to your values, even when it was difficult. Maybe you spoke up when it wasn't popular, or you chose to walk away from a situation that didn't align with your principles. In those moments, you likely felt a sense of peace, of knowing that you are acting in accordance with who you truly are. That inner peace comes from living with integrity, from being authentic, and from knowing that your actions reflect your deepest values. But it's not always easy. The world often tries to pull us in different directions towards success, popularity, or wealth. Yet true success is not measured by what others think of us, but by how closely our actions align with our values. When you live authentically, you free yourself from the endless cycle of seeking validation from the outside world. Challenge for today: take a moment to reflect on your core values. Are your actions and choices aligned with those values? If not, choose one small step you can take today to live more authentically, to act in alignment with what truly matters to you. Stoic affirmation: I live my life according to my values, not the approval of others. Part 7. Practice Memento Mori. Remember that you will die. How often do we truly reflect on the fleeting nature of life? In our fast-paced world, we constantly chase after goals, distractions, and the next big thing, rarely stopping to consider just how limited our time is. We believe we have all the time in the world to do what we love, to make amends, to follow our dreams. But what if we understood that time is the one thing that we cannot buy, recover, or extend? This is the power of Memento Mori, the Stoic practice of remembering that you will die. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher emperor, regularly reminded himself of his mortality. In his meditations, he wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." For him, the awareness of death wasn't a source of fear, but a call to action. It was a reminder that life is fragile and that every moment counts. In a world filled with distractions, it's easy to forget just how precious time is. We put off important conversations, defer our passions, and delay making decisions, thinking we'll have another chance tomorrow. But what if tomorrow is too late? The truth is, none of us are guaranteed another day. The only moment we truly have is now. When we practice Memento Mori, we shift our focus. Instead of waiting for the perfect time to take action, we realize that every day is an opportunity to live with intention. The more aware we are of our limited time, the more likely we are to make each moment meaningful. For example, think about the last time you wasted time worrying about something trivial or procrastinated on a task you knew was important. Now, imagine how you would have acted if you truly understood that time was running out. Would you have taken that phone call with a loved one or started the project that's been on your mind for months? Would you have stopped dwelling on small inconveniences and focused on what truly matters? The Stoics didn't see the awareness of death as something morbid. Instead, it was a way to bring clarity and purpose to life. By accepting the impermanence of life, we let go of petty concerns, stop wasting time on what doesn't serve us, and start taking bold action toward the things that really matter. Memento Mori isn't about fear of death. It's about freeing us to live fully, without regret. When we reflect on death, we also acknowledge how much we still have left to do. It's not about morbid contemplation. It's about living with a sense of urgency. Life's impermanence pushes us to live with intention, to make decisions that reflect what we value most, and to focus on what truly matters. Challenge for today: take a moment to reflect on your mortality. What are the things you've been putting off that you might regret not doing if you weren't here tomorrow? Choose one of those things and take action today. It could be something as simple as reaching out to someone you've been meaning to talk to, or it could be starting a project you've been delaying for months. Remember, every day is a chance to live with purpose, to make a difference, and to take one step closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. Make today count. Stoic affirmation: I live with the awareness that my time is limited, and I choose to make every moment count. As we wrap up today's video, let's quickly reflect on the 7 powerful Stoic lessons that can help you reinvent yourself in 2026. and become unbreakable. By embracing discomfort, mastering your emotions, letting go of fairness, focusing on what you can control, building resilience, living according to your values, and practicing Memento Mori, you can transform not only your mindset, but your life. These lessons are not just philosophical ideals, they are practical tools for taking action and creating the life you've always dreamed of. But remember, real change doesn't happen overnight. It requires consistent practice and the courage to face discomfort, to master your emotions, and to live authentically. So, take a moment today to choose one lesson that resonates most with you and start putting it into practice. Start small, but start now. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching and taking this journey with me today. If you found these lessons helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. I'd love to hear which lesson impacted you the most, so leave a comment below. Until next time, remember, embrace discomfort, stay true to yourself, and live with purpose.